People, this is Kenji, and as you can see from the title of the video, this is about the console wars. And I've been hearing so much commentary about this matter over the last couple of years that I figured I'd throw my hat in and give you a couple of my views and my opinions on the matter. And, here we go. First, I like to say that, this console war thing is nothing new. If you're old enough to remember the Genesis does with Nintendo commercials, companies went at each other really hard back in the day. It wasn't even about just people. The companies went at it. So it's nothing new. But the biggest factor, the biggest difference you see these days is the internet, where people can be anonymous and, you don't see people face to face. On the playgrounds when we were debating Genesis and Super Nintendo, we were face to face, so nothing was ever going to get crazy. You weren't going to just disrespect people, like the type of things you see these days, because you get punched in the mouth. So it was never taken to the point where it is these days. But, that's just a little history on the matter. Let's get into what's happening today. What I feel is that the Xbox One is essentially the PS3 of this generation. Last generation, the PS3 was hated on by the media, gamers alike, especially here in the US. And for me, that was fine. I enjoyed the games. It had flaws. I accepted its flaws. I didn't defend things that I couldn't defend. 360 had better multiplats. Most games had better frame rates. The resolutions were higher in most games, and it's something I accepted. I didn't jump to defend things that were just the truth. What you're seeing these days is, and I don't really want to call out the Xbox fans or make this video all about that, but right now it's mostly the Xbox fans that are just making a fool out of themselves on a daily basis. Lying, just saying outlandish stuff. At the end of the day, people, it's about preference. If someone enjoys Halo, Gears, games of that like that, they're going to buy an Xbox One. People that enjoy Uncharted, God of War, those type of games, they're going to buy a PS4. And obviously, Nintendo fans, even your Mario's, your Smash Brothers, you're going to buy a Wii U. That's just it, people. There's no amount of fanboying, nothing you can do that's going to change someone's preference. Then on the side, you have people that don't have preferences. They're going to buy your yearly iterations of your Maddens, your Call of Duties. They just mostly buy multiplats, and that's what their focus is. So you know what? They're likely going to buy a PS4 for the same reason a lot of those gamers bought 360s. Why would you buy a console that has the type of games you're interested in at a lower quality? And that's not to say that the games on Xbox One are terrible or they look terrible. But the thing is, if they're better on PS4, and if your only concern is a particular game and that game runs better on PS4, the chances are that person's going to buy it on PS4, and it's really quite that simple. So, what are we? Almost 3 years into this generation. Really, right now, it's just old with people. It's old. And I'm not saying there's not fanboys on both sides, on all sides, should I say. But quite frankly, the PS4 is doing very well. So there's really nothing for PlayStation owners to really lie about or just go crazy about at this time. You understand what I'm saying? There's just nothing to really make up. And I think that's the biggest factor of this generation is that's really not comparable. Like, you just not seeing the amount of fanaticism, crazy things coming from the PlayStation side. And like I said, if there is, I call him out, like that guy Pyro, whatever his name is. He's the biggest fanboy of anything, and I call him out just like I call out any Xbox fanboy, because personally, I just don't like worship of plastic in any way, because it's just not that important in life. Being a fan of something is absolutely fine, but being a blind fanboy is just wrong in any regard, no matter what console or company you like. It's really pitiful to me. So pretty much to summarize, man, just game, people. Just game. If your console of your choice isn't number one, It's not having the best sales. Who cares? If you enjoying it, I mean, isn't that what's important? Isn't that what you should care about most? That you actually enjoy it instead of what a random person says on the internet. Because I'm telling you right now, as long as you can continue to give ammo, I mean, people are going to be there to mock it. I know I will be. I'm be honest with you. I mean, somebody says something stupid, I can't resist not saying something about it. That's just me. That's my nature. So as long as you guys supply the ammo, there's going to be people there just to call you out on it. And, that's just my take on the situation. Right or wrong, it's just my opinion. Peace.